National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Taylor calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the out there in a hurry.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try the left side. It's Jenkins.
The ball carried.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
From the gun is Eason.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Taylor. He finds some open field here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And again this time to the tailback. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. Jenkins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
The tackle
made that time by Brandon Graham.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now a give right side. It's Jenkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1. They go play action. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd down, Jenkins. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
16-yard line.
the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Throwing is Eason. He finds Beckham complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 41, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Brings up third.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident, because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him, where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. The open man is Westbrook. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Jenkins, and he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play it. Action and take your shot at the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
To throw is Cousins. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Cousins. And that one will fall incomplete.
Cousins pass.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Jenkins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Throwing is Cousins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Turnover on downs.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Jenkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up. Up at their own 49-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The tackle made by Caleb on Chason.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Jaguars 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
The 27-yard line.
6-man. Check girls, check girls.
From the gun, Eason. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw on third down, Eason. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
The sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Eason. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Eason to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Touchdown, Colts.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Taken in the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis.
Jaguars
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jenkins. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
22, the ball
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense, because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
down. And 7 yards to go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jenkins. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Matt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Minshew.
At the 30.
His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd down and 5 yards.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Jaguar 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jenkins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Mike, 58 right there.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jenkins.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 34 yards there. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Mike, 58 right there. It's coming this way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically, you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case, to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Ready, break. Check, 48's the mark. Bound to lose one. Hey, alert 48. Hey.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They go right back to Mack. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Eason sets to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Aldrich Rosas lining up.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. First throw now for the backup, Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
4th down.
On 4th down, Minshew. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they take a knee. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory.
Jaguars.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.